Hello and welcome to this very special video for May Mental Health Month, where we're going to learn how to do some stretches. I'm here today with Daniel, who's a gym instructor from Sport Aston, and he's going to give me some top tips and tricks for doing stretches that you can do in your flat to look after yourself, and you can even do them in your jeans and a shirt, so you don't have to even own gym wear. Daniel, did you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and Sport Aston and just the stretches?
Yeah, certainly. So hi, my name is Daniel. I work here at Sport Aston. Should I take that off?
Of course you can.
Cool. So I work here at Aston as one of the gym instructors. Here at Aston University in the Leisure Centre we have an array of classes, everything from stretching classes, which is what we're going to do a little bit today, to hit high intensity workouts. We also have a fully equipped gym, a pool, a sauna, steam room, pretty much everything you need to kind of get a good workout or just to relax and chill out.
Perfect.
There we go.
And we all know that looking after our physical well-being is so important for our mental well-being. So if you're feeling a little bit stressed out or on edge this exam season, make sure to follow this video, listen to Daniel's very soothing voice, and do some stretches. You'll feel a lot better.
So Paige, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off by loosening off the shoulders. So all I want you to do is just open the arms up nice and wide, and then just give yourself a huge big hug, and then open up again, and then just kind of make it nice and loose and just swing from side to side. And the best thing about this is that you're giving yourself a hug as well. And all we're doing here is just loosening up the shoulders. We're going to do this for about 15, maybe 20 seconds. Feel okay?
Yeah.
Good. So from there, just going to pick one side, and you're going to pull the hand in towards your chest. Try not to put any pressure on the elbow, so either go in front of it or behind it. We don't want to put pressure on the joint. And just hold it in there. You should feel a stretch with the back of the shoulder into the front of the shoulder as well. And again, we're going to hold this about 10-15 seconds. If you don't feel any kind of stretch, just bring your arm for a little bit more, about just in front of the neck, and then relax. So we switch to the other side. Just bring that hand across. Try and keep the arm nice and straight. That's it. And then just pull it in. Sometimes you do feel the stretch in the shoulders, some people don't. It's just a general kind of, everyone's body's slightly different. So just a couple more seconds. 3, 2, and 1, and then relax there. What you're going to do is just bring one hand up, and you're going to put the hand behind the back of the neck, and if you can, put a bit of pressure on the elbow and push that a little bit further down. If you can, maybe grab the fingers. If you can grab those fingers, it sometimes just feels a bit more natural to people rather than having both hands above the head. Feel okay? Feel that stretch along the kind of triceps along the back, or would you feel it more in the shoulder? More in the shoulder. Yeah, it does work through the arms and into the shoulders. Some stretches work differently for different people, but as long as we're kind of getting some kind of stretch in the muscle, we're winning. And then just relax there, and we're going to do the opposite side. I'll bring it up, put a bit of pressure, and just hold it in. That's good. Just try and keep the neck upright. You don't want to be dropping the head, because then you put too much pressure on the muscles on the back. Feel okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax there. Just take the hands off. So we've done a bit of the arms, done a bit of the shoulders. All we're going to do is now is work on the kind of trunk, the lower back, and the obliques. All we need to do is just swing from side to side. Just let the arms relax nice and loose, and just twisting around. Keep your feet nice and flat on the floor. Now if you want to get a bit more movement, you can then lift up one heel and rotate the shoulders a little bit further around. That's it. These are my favourite dance moves, by the way. So just swinging from side to side, and what this is doing is just opening up the vertebrae, just loosening off the spine at the bottom of the back, is where most people get a lot of pressure, especially from sitting down. And then just relax there. So now we've just kind of loosened the back off. Just going to work the obliques. Just put a hand on the hip and reach one hand over the head. You should feel that stretch from the armpit down the side of the body into the obliques. What we don't want to do is kind of lean forwards or lean back. We kind of either put too much pressure on the back or we don't stretch at all in the obliques. You want to keep everything in line with each other. Let's do number 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back up to the start, and then the other side. Also, you don't have to have your hands on your hips. You can just have them down to the side. It's personal preference on this one. I sometimes put it here because I can just push my hips a little bit further. Just gets more of a stretch down here. Let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax there. Feel okay? Yeah. Sometimes people want to just loosen up a little bit more on the lower back. That's personal choice on there. From here, we're going to stretch the hamstrings, the back of the legs. I'm just going to come from the side. So we open the feet out, and we're going to just lean the body forwards, but we want to try and keep that back as flat as possible. You can reach down to the ground if you like, or you can just put them on the hips. Don't worry if you can't reach the floor. I've got a 7-foot reach. I can do it standing up straight. If you can touch the floor, great. It's not a problem if you can't. Main thing is about keeping that back nice and flat. You should feel that stretch through the back of the legs. From here, we're just going to reach over to one side. You can go towards the feet if you like, but as long as you kind of get somewhere from the middle, close to the feet, you should feel a load on one side of the leg. We then bring it back into center, and then we go the opposite side. Like I said, you can grab the feet if you want, but it's not a major thing. Some people get their head all the way to their knees, but they're super flexible. We don't need that today. Couple of more seconds, come back to center, come on up for a moment, just kind of let those muscles relax. And then we're going to lower back down, keeping that back nice and flat. We're going to just load up onto one side so that you should get a bend in that knee, and the opposite leg is completely straight. Try and keep both feet flat on the floor as well. You should feel that stretch right on the inner thigh going up into the groin area. Just a few more seconds. You feeling okay? Doing great. Come back up to middle and then over to the other side. You may want to bring your feet in just a little bit. There we go. And then you can get a straighter leg on that. That's it. So you should feel that all the way on the inner thigh. You can go a little bit deeper if your body allows it to, but if your body doesn't want to move, then don't force it. Come on back in, and then ease on up. The last stretch we're going to do is for the calf muscles, which is the bottom of the legs, and all you're going to do is very simple. Just put yourself in a half split position, both feet are facing forwards, and on the lead leg, if you just make your feet a little bit wider, that's it. You're going to keep that foot completely flat on the floor, and then you're going to bend this front knee, and you should feel that stretch in the back of the calf. If you lift that foot up, you don't feel a stretch anymore, so we really want to keep that foot completely flat. It's a very basic stretch, but it's quite important because it is an important part of the body for when we're walking around, but it's often forgotten about because it's such a small muscle. If you can't feel that stretch anymore, you just reach in a little bit further for 2, 1, and then ease up. Step forwards, step back with the other leg. Make sure the foot is flat on the floor, and then lean forwards into it. If you want to get a deeper stretch as well, you can use a wall and you just press against the wall, and that will kind of stretch deeper into the calf. But as you can tell, you don't need anything for this stretch. Feeling okay on that one? Yeah. Good. We're going to do another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax.
Well, thank you so much for that. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I think stretching is just so good for you. I know you have Instagram handles for Sport Aston and for yourself. Do you want to tell us what they were?
So my personal one is Get Out Daniel, and the university's Sport Aston.
So make sure to follow both of those if you want to know more about what's happening at Sport Aston or just with Daniel and the various stretching and bits and pieces you get up to. Thank you so much for your time.